Can you believe it's already the end of the year? Time just slips by so quickly. Another year gone, and here we are, together. Isn't it just perfect? I've been thinking a lot about everything that's happened this year. So many memories, so many moments. So many things I'll never forget, and so many memories I'll never let go. Do you remember when we first met? I think about that day all the time. It was a simple encounter, really. You were walking down the street, just like anyone else. But I knew. I knew that you were special. You didn't even notice me at first. I just stood there, watching, waiting, as you walked by, oblivious to the fact that I was already making plans for us. It didn't take long before I started following you. At first, I didn't want to rush things. I didn't want to scare you away. But there's something about you, isn't there? Something I couldn't get out of my head. It was like a whisper in my ear, a pull I couldn't resist. I needed you. I needed to be close to you. To know everything about you. And I did. I got to know you better than anyone ever could. I watched you. I learned what you liked, what you hated. I knew when you'd be at that little coffee shop in the mornings, how you'd take your coffee. No sugar, just a splash of cream. I knew which park you went to for walks in the evening, and what streets you walked down to get home at night. Every day, every hour, I watched. And every day, I fell more and more in love with you. I could have approached you earlier, of course, but I didn't want to rush things. I didn't want you to get scared. I wanted you to come to me, to need me. And you did, eventually. Oh, I remember the day you finally spoke to me. You were sitting on that bench in the park, just reading your book, looking so peaceful, so unaware. I sat a little distance away, pretending to be lost in my own thoughts. But really, all I can think about was you. You looked so perfect. So perfect, in fact, that I knew I couldn't let you slip away from me. You must have felt it, though. The pull, the need to be closer. You looked at me, and I smiled. And just like that, we started talking. It felt so natural, so right. You told me about your day, about the little things that had happened, and I just listened. I remember thinking in that moment how lucky I was that you were opening up to me, sharing your world. You had no idea that I'd already known everything about you, but I wanted you to trust me, to feel safe with me, so I just kept listening. After that, we started seeing each other more and more. You thought we were just becoming friends. And in a way, we were. but I could never see you as just a friend. No, you were mine. From the very first moment I laid my eyes on you. You just didn't know it yet. But you'll know it now. This year, this beautiful, perfect year, has brought us closer than ever. I've been by your side every step of the way, even if you didn't realize it. Every time you smiled, every time you laughed, I was there. Every time you felt sad, I was there, watching over you. Remember when you went through that rough patch? When you felt alone, like no one cared? I knew what was happening before you did. I could see it in the way your shoulders slumped, the way your smile faded. I knew you needed someone, and I was there. I was always there. Do you remember the night you were out with your friends? You were laughing, having a good time. Not a care in the world. You didn't know I was watching you, did you? I watched as you talked and laughed with them, pretending like everything was fine, but I knew better. I knew what was really in your heart. And that's why I couldn't let anyone else get close to you. You see, I don't like to share. I don't like the thought of anyone else touching what's mine. And that's exactly what you are. Mine. You might not realize it yet. You will. Don't worry. I'll be patient, as I have been. This year was just the beginning. You're mine now, and that's all that matters. I made sure no one else could take you away from me. I watched over you, kept you safe, even when you didn't know. And now, here we are, together. And... Can you hear that? The clock is ticking. The seconds are slipping away. The year is ending. It's almost time. A new year is about to begin. And what does that mean for us? Well, it means we have all the time in the world to start anew. A new beginning. We'll be closer than ever. We'll make our own memories. There will be no distractions. No one to take you away from me. It'll be just you and me, always. The past year has been, well, it's been perfect. So many little moments that we shared. So many things I'll never forget. You'll never forget either, will you? All those quiet nights, just the two of us. All those little things you didn't know I was paying attention to. But now, it's time for a new year. And this time, things will be different. Things will be better. I won't let you go. I won't let anyone else take you away from me. The next year, the next chapter, will be about us. Together, forever. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what we both want? So here's to the new year. A new year with no distractions, no threats, no worries. It's just you and me. And we're going to make this year our best yet.